Regular Finance Committee meeting of Monday, October 27, 2025 to order. Ask that you all please stand and join us in the invocation and pledge of allegiance. We'll have Ms. McDaniel lead us in the invocation and the mayor in the pledge, please.
Would you bow your heads and pray with me? Heavenly Father, thank you for your goodness to all of us. Thank you for all of the blessings that you've bestowed on the city of Streetsboro. Lord, thank you for this opportunity to serve. I pray that you guide our meeting tonight. It's in Jesus' name I pray. Amen.
Thank you. Caroline, can you please call roll?
Here.
Here. Daniel. Present. Mr. Glenn.
Here.
Mr. Ring.
Here.
Ms. Dan.
Here.
Mr. Hannon.
Here. Sorry, I had to find the pen. All right. Disposition of minutes. We have the regular Finance Committee meeting of September 29, 2025.
Motion to accept. Second.
We have a first and a second to accept those minutes as presented. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Hearing none, those are accepted. We don't have the finance update because Matt gave that to us last meeting. Unless, Carrie, you have anything to add for us tonight? Perfect, thank you. Item 5, old business. There are no items. Item 6, new business. Item A, T7862 contract with REA for the GAAP. Ms. Delinsky.
So this is a contract, it's an annual, we've been in contract with them for several years. We compile all of our financial statements to comply with the auditor. We just need to renew their contract for the next 3 years.
Any questions from the city council?
If there's no further questions, I'll make a motion to move this to tonight's full council.
Second. We have a first and a second to move this item. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Hearing none, that item is moved. Item B, T7863 contract with REA for the JED GAAP. Ms. Delinsky again.
This is the same thing, it's just the calculation for the gap for the JED, the Taylorsville JED that we are part of.
Any questions?
I'll make a motion to move this to tonight's regular council meeting.
Second.
I have a first and a second to move this item to tonight's full council. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Hearing none, that item has been moved. Item C, T7864 contract with JP Moeller for refund services, excess tax, excise. Is that I'm saying that correctly? Bill Miller.
Yeah. Very power to them to run that PTO. We can get like 25% of the people we run them on year back. The cruisers, if anything has any kind of auxiliary power, we can get like percentages back. Basically just free money. They do charge 25%. I roughed up just the service vehicles and I was like $5,000 or $6,000. We have to go through the fire truck and the cruisers.
Mr. Miller?
There's no further discussion. I'll make a motion to move this to tonight's full council.
Second.
I have a first and a second to move this item. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Hearing none, the item has been moved. Item D, T7865, authorize multiple vehicles and equipment to go to auction. Mr. Miller?
For the air vehicle to get auctioned off. First wave that we ended up with $14,000. The second one, I should get back next week with the price, so I'll have a better report on what we're making for the year after this.
Any questions from city council?
There's no further questions. I'll make a motion to move this to tonight's full council.
Second.
I have a first and a second to move this item. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Hearing none, that item has been moved. Item E, T7866, pay yearly leak detection software fee. Mr. Miller?
This is the leak detection for the metering system. As you see, we had 29 leaks this whole year. Basically, that was costing us over $30,000 alone before we stopped them. So that money would have kept going up each month that the water leaks ran. The other day here. Go ahead.
Mr. Ring?
Thank you. I'm sorry, I'm just making sure I'm asking this right. What leaks have we had?
Well, a lot of these leaks are like on house services or that it gets picked up by the leak detection. When they're not actually showing in like ditches or anything like that, they're running into the storm drains. And that's how, when we start monitoring it, we get an alert to go look at it, and it takes us for a while to go figure out what it was, then we narrow it down, and then we stop it. So it's not like it's an instant stop. There's a process to stopping it. So the $31,000 is just the time frames of us trying to find it, then we find it and we stop it.
Gotcha. And this software is separate from,
Yeah, there are two different softwares with the, you got the meter software, the billing software, and then you got the leak detection software.
okay. And I was under the impression that when we installed the new meters, that was all part of the package, not an annual subscription.
Yeah, that was an annual.
Okay. Okay. Sure. Yeah, I'm not, I was just confused that I thought came with the price that we paid for it to begin with, but okay. Thank you.
Any questions? Ms. Glenn?
The software, that's just a flat rate. It's not per leak or anything, right? It's just, the annual fee is $30,387, and it's just a coincidence. It's nearly the same as what the 27 leaks cost us, just randomly almost the same. Okay.
Anybody else?
There's no further questions. I'll make a motion to move this to tonight's full council.
Second.
A first and a second to move this item. All in favor? Any opposed? Hearing none, the item has been moved. Item F, T7867, amend ordinance number 2025-40 for the asphalt paving vendors. Mr. Miller.
Craft coat. So just for May, at that point, the practice until we get the ordinance fixed. Then I just added OK Brugman Concrete. They're both concrete companies. We use them a lot, so that way every year they'll be out my vendor list. I can just go ahead and do our repairs and what we need.
Easy enough. Any question?
I'll make a motion to move this to tonight's full council meeting.
Second the motion?
A first and a second to move this item to tonight's full council. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Hearing none, that item has been moved. Item G, T7868, amend ordinance number 2025-112, paint and repair engine 2614. Chief Reinholz.
Thank you. Council approved back in September, engine's about 9 years old. They have some body work done. It's still under warranty, 25%. The manufacturer still pays. So we sent it to the body shop. And as they tore it apart, they found more extensive problems with it, like the window frame need to be replaced and other things. So they came back, and what I passed out to you basically is it's going to come to $15,652.30. We're responsible for $11,739.23, and the manufacturer will come up with about $4,000. So it's more than the original estimate, which is terrible. But the way I look at it, it's a $550,000 piece of equipment. It's only 9 years old, and the average life is at least 20 years minimum. We'd like to keep it. So I'm asking council to approve it not to exceed $16,000 in case something little comes in. I have the money in the line item.
Perfect. Any questions for Chief? Mr. Ring.
Thank you. So if I'm reading this right, this is an additional 15,000, right?
Correct.
Not because, you know, the original quote was 15,284, and now you're saying 15,625. So it's not just a $400 increase; it's a $15,000.
I thought it was $400. I go, oh, no problem, $400.
Yeah.
And when I called them down there, I go, that's double.
Yeah.
Our portion would be the 11,739, and that.
But I just wanted to clarify because it was a little foggy on here. So it's an additional 11,000 for us, but 15,000 in total. Okay, thank you.
Any other questions?
There's no further questions. I'll make them. Nope.
Mr. Lombardo?
Thank you. Chief, so this is going to protect the longevity of the vehicle, right, moving forward?
Absolutely, yeah.
Okay.
It's, the body, we want to rust it away and have it repaired.
Okay. Thank you.
There's no further questions. I'll make a motion to move this to tonight's full council.
Second.
First and a second to move this item. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Hearing none, the item has been moved. Item H, T7869, authorized contract for annual firefighter physicals. Chief Reinholz again.
Thank you. It's the time of year that we go out for our annual physicals for our full-timers. We went out and shopped around at 4 various facilities, and we like to stay with Unity. They're a little more expensive than university hospitals by $400 or $500, but we get a physician reviewing it versus a nurse practitioner, and we've got to custom them. They actually come to the station, draw blood, do things that helps us. Instead of sending people out to various places to have it done, it just helps on manpower. We're also starting a cancer screening, 7 people every year. So over a period of 5-6 years, we'll get the entire department. That's through University Hospital. That's actually a large discount. So what I'm asking for, it comes to $21,720.92, not to exceed 22, and the money's in the line item for physicals.
There's no further questions. I'd like to make a motion to move this to tonight's full council.
Second.
First and a second to move this item. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Hearing none, that item has been moved. Thank you, Chief. Up next, item I, P7870, accept donation of holiday light display. Ms. Edgar.
So the image that you see it's from Mr. Miller, who lives across the street from the police department. He's had the display out. You guys have probably seen it for years. He's put it out, and it was his wife's, and she passed away. And so he's looking to donate it to us for the city to enjoy.
Mr. Ring.
Maybe a question for law. It's a donation, but there's no estimated value. Do we have to have an estimated value for a donation, or what are we accepting if we're not? I mean, we're accepting a piece of plastic. Like, if we're not accepting money, what do we have to accept? It's got to have some kind of value, right?
I guess it has a value, but how do you put a value on that holiday decoration, right? It'd be extraordinarily difficult to come up with a value, but pursuant to what we do historically, we should always accept that. Do it via legislation when you're accepting donations. This is a unique item. I think we're fine by doing it this way, and I don't know how we can ascribe a value to this.
Okay, I was just making sure we didn't have to have one on there, so thank you.
And I had a question myself, Ms. Edgar. I think this is great. I think it'll look great. Before the meeting, I heard you mentioning that like it needs some work done on it and whatnot. Do you have an estimated value of how much? I guess not value, but estimate of like how much work needs put into this display to get it up and running or looking good for the center of town. I'm assuming we're putting in the center of town, maybe.
Yes. So that
Okay.
this one, the condition is in great shape.
Mm-hmm.
Functionally, it would be fine to sit out in the weather. The paint is what's worn on it just from years of sitting outside. So it would just need a fresh coat of oil paint and some lacquer on it. And that's really the extent of the work that would need to be done, or I gotta be able to do that.
Someone in the service department or the parks department would do that work.
Yes, no.
Thank you. Any other questions?
If no further questions, I'll make a motion to move this to tonight's full council.
Second.
First and a second to move this item. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Hearing none, that item has been moved. Item J, T7871, contract to upgrade electric at Public Square. Ms. Edgar again.
What the efficiencies of the electric that we have out there. And so we walked actually with 3 contractors, obtained 3 quotes. And the one that you see that we're presenting with Shannon Electric was the one that came back the cheapest and can get the work done the fastest. Yes, sir.
When we were evaluating the electrical needs, did we include the electronic sign we're planning in Square and any needs that might require aside from holiday lighting and stuff like that?
No, but there's not necessarily a huge load of what would be put up there. So the lights that we're going to be replacing it with is going to be LED instead of the old time, that pulls a bit more load to it. So we'll be able to get farther with the electric that we have up there. But the signage would be a big undertaking to include that.
Is that just something we could do separately, I guess?
I'm guessing, I was just going to say there's a saying in my line of work, when you have the hood open, it's usually best to just do it all at once. That's where my head's at. Like if we can have appropriate electric run for the sign or in place for the new sign, even though we don't have it yet, to have it there ready to go in this project, it's probably cheaper to do it all at once. Just like the mayor always says, with construction mobilization, right? It's cheaper to do everything at once. So I would prefer that we put some kind of electric that's adaptable to that sign.
Mayor.
Well, in LED sign, electronic sign at the Square, the draw on that is LED, and it would be a minimal amount. And the electric that we've had run over there was currently able to support everything we have and more. I don't, with the reduction in voltage or wattage, whatever you want to call it, of putting in LEDs versus halogen or incandescent or whatever the case may be is dramatically less. And I don't think that we need to worry about the draw with an LED sign. I really honestly don't.
You think the electric that's already at the sign that lights it up would probably
adequate.
Be deficient? Okay.
Yeah.
Very good.
Anything else, Ms. Edgar?
I can add to that too. We do have a little bit of buffer in here. If we get in there and we notice that, we need more electric here or receptacles placed there, there is a little bit of contingency in this when we're asking for that 19,999.
I had a question, 2 questions actually. One about the timeline. Is this something that's going to happen relatively soon? So then that way the holiday display is, has the new electric this year?
Yes. So, Shannon stated that they could begin work 7 days after approval, and work would be completed within 4 business days. So we would have plenty of time.
Okay. And my second question was, is there, I know that we have a quote and everything, but was this ever looked at like something that the service department could do? Mm-hmm. Or I figured there may be a reason behind that, so I don't know.
We're not licensed. We don't have licensed electricians.
Perfect. Thank you. Ms. Glenn?
Thank you. I was just wondering, are we replacing everything up there? I see it's 600 linear feet of wire and 26 receptacles and 2 new receptacles. Is pretty much everything being replaced up there then, so we won't have to worry about this ever again in the future? Or at least the near future? Okay, thank you.
I guess I have another question. Is how much actual digging, do they have to dig up the current electric lines and stuff so there is going to be some digging, I guess, and replanting of grass next year? Any other question?
No further questions. I'll make a motion to move this to tonight's full council.
Second.
I have a first and a second to move this item. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Hearing none, that item has been moved. Item K, T7872, authorized planter signs at the new City Hall. Roscoe?
Ms. Prokop can speak to that.
Ms. Prokop, come on up.
It's exciting because it means we're close. This is a request, just ask for approval for our signage that's going on the corner of 43 and our fire drive and in front of City Hall. It's been through planning, it was budgeted, so this is just approval to enter contract. Yes?
Picture. Mr. Rick?
We had pictures of these, right, earlier in the City Hall plans or whatever, weren't they in there? Yeah. Are there two?
There are two. We have a large one on the corner of 43 and the fire drive, closest to 43, and then a slightly smaller one in front of City Hall.
I thought are there pictures in your packet? No.
I didn't.
I swear there was a picture in the email.
I was going to print them off too. No.
That's all right. I remember seeing them, but so we're gonna have one at essentially the corner of the City Hall there, right? And then are we gonna have one at the other entrance? Is that where that is, or gonna be in front
No,
of City
this
Hall?
will be right in front of City Hall.
Oh, in front of City Hall. I'm sorry, I'm thinking 43. Okay, yeah, in front of City Hall. Gotcha. Okay. I was just gonna ask that. We're gonna have a wall sign on the building on the 43 side. Okay, good.
Something.
Because that'll help break up the building. Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Tony?
Thanks, Mr. Hannon. Will there be a new sign for the fire department? Will that fire department share that sign?
It's going to be included, I believe.
It's all included on the same thing. It's all included on the same sign.
Okay.
It'll have Streetsboro City Center, and it'll have City Hall, splash pad, fire department, and Gateway Green, and we did leave space for when we put
Playground.
the
Playground.
playground in.
Thank you.
I think that's where I saw it was in the planning commission packet.
Yep.
So I don't know if anyone wants to see a picture of it before they approve it.
I think I saw it there as well. So I knew I saw a picture of it.
Anyone else want to see it? Before we move on, or no?
If there's no further discussion, I'd like to make a motion to move this to tonight's full council.
Second.
First and second to move this item. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Hearing none, that item has been moved. Item L, T7873, contract for TIF services. Ms. Romalia. Thank you, Missy.
Good evening. We had a few discussions on implementing a few tax increment financing structures on different soon-to-be built buildings here in town. The lawyer that we have additionally contracted with for those services has left his previous firm and started a new one. The engagement letter is to follow the lawyer.
Any questions?
If no further questions, I'll make a motion to move this to tonight's full council.
Second.
First and second to move this item. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Hearing none, that item has been moved.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Malia. All right, item M. I'm going to add something to this executive session. So I will entertain a motion to recess into executive session to consider personnel compensation and appointment of a public official.
So moved. Second.
First and a second to go into an executive session. Roll call, please.
Yes.
Mr. Ring?
Yes.
Ms. McDaniel?
Yes.
Ms. Wagner? Yes. Mr. Lombardo?
Yes.
Ms. Glenn?
Yes.
Mr. Hannon?
Yes. All right, we're in executive session. Is Matt still here? Missy, is Matt still here? Stay back for a second. Look.
John, were you asking for Matt to turn this?
Yeah, I got it. Okay, I got it.
Wasn't sure if you've been asking for you to go into executive session.
Hope not.
I don't know.
Yes.
Motion to reconvene.
First and second to reconvene, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Hearing none, we are back in the finance meeting, and last item, item O, T7861, amend 2025 annual appropriations number 11. Ms. Delinsky.
That's you, Kara.
It says Matt, but he's not.
Are we?
Appropriation adjustment.
Appropriation number 11, all the way at the bottom of finance.
7861.
It all nets to zero except for $800 that we have to transfer from the general fund balance. However, it's not even from the fund, it's from the fund. The seniors. And that is increase and adjustment percentage is. We have typical end of year things, which would be mechanics overtime, we're transferring to the fire department on behalf of them. Also Parks and Rec overtime, we're truing up toward as we approach year end. We have to do some true ups for PERS for the adjustment where we had the council clerk, the additional one for this year, that was a deputy clerk. And then we're just fixing budget items from contractual service and office space lease payments.
Questions about that?
No further questions, we'll make a motion to move this to tonight's full council.
Second.
First and second, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Hearing none, that item has been moved. Item 7, citizens' comments. Was on item 8, regular council meeting will immediately follow this.
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
First and second, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Hearing none, we are adjourned.
Ready? Mm-hmm. I'd like to call this regular council meeting of Monday, October 27th to order. Caroline, please call roll.
Mr. Lombardo?
Here.
Ms. Wagner?
Here.
Ms. McDaniel?
Present.
Ms. Glenn?
Here.
Mr. Ring?
Here.
Mr. Mishniak?
Here.
Mr. Hannon?
Here.
All right, item 3, disposition of minutes, there are none. Item 4, citizens' comments. Seeing none. Item 5, reports, communications from departments, boards, and commissions. Chief Reinholz.
Thank you, Mr. Ring. Been busy with fires, not so much in Streetsboro. We just had a minor fire in Streetsboro, very small. We've been to Auburn. They had a real big furniture store go up. We were there quite a long time. And then Twinsburg just had a fire the other day that we supported them with an ambulance. Other than that, we're completing our company inspections and completing our fall house cleaning. And then we're getting ready for our live burn at Tri-C, November 20th. We're going to Tri-C live burn building to with Aurora to practice some type of new tactics we developed. So the two communities are going to work together and actually do it through the live burning. That's it.
Very good, thank you. Lieutenant Plivka?
I have nothing to report.
Very good, thank you. Sector?
Thank you. Our record rate was on the 16th. Estimated 3,000 people came through. So it was a huge success. We got everybody in with the 2 hours and we had enough candy. So both big wins for that. Our wayfinding sign was also installed. So that's up at Kirby Lane. Looks great. And then we're working on the park's winterization. That's it.
Very good, thank you. Mr. Amalia?
Good evening. The former Walgreens at the intersection of 14 and 43 has been taken over by the 717 Credit Union. It's a larger facility, but it's a good use of that facility. It's not a gas station. O'Houlihan's Barber Shop is planning on a soft opening in the near future. Our town has been without a traditional barber for quite some time. That'll be a welcome addition. Additionally, the third reading tonight for T7851, authorizing a CRA agreement with Gephardt and Logistics. I'm asking for that table as we are still in discussion with the legal team.
Very good.
Are there any questions?
Thank you. Mr. Chaskowski. Thank you. Ms. Lockhart-Reese. Mr. Bill Miller. Mr. Lansky. Law?
No report.
Thank you. Great. Item 6, introduction of legislation containing statement of emergency.
John, here you go.
I think Steve wants to say it.
Oh, yeah, I can do it, sure. In regards to T7861, 7862, 7863, 7864, 7865, 7866, 7867, 7868, 7869, 7870, 7871, and 7872 and 7873, I move to suspend the rule.
Second.
The first and second to suspend the rules. Caroline, please call roll.
Mr. Commissioner?
Yes.
Mr. Hannon?
Yes.
Ms. Wagner?
Yes.
Mr. Lombardo?
Yes.
Ms. Glenn?
Yes.
Ms. McDaniel?
Yes.
Mr. Ring?
Yes. All right. T7861, amend 2025 annual appropriations. Caroline, please read by title.
An ordinance amending it's an ordinance amending ordinance number 2024-164, the 2025 annual appropriation ordinance number 11.
Motion to adopt?
Second.
First and second to adopt. Caroline, please call roll.
Mr. Hannon?
Yes.
Mr. Lombardo?
Yes.
Ms. Glenn?
Yes.
Mr. Mishniak?
Yes.
Ms. McDaniel?
Yes.
Ms. Wagner?
Yes.
Mr. Ring?
Yes. T7861 now becomes ordinance 2025-145. T7862, contract with REA for GAP. Caroline, please read by title.
An ordinance authorizing the mayor to enter into a contract without competitive bidding with REA and Associates, Inc. to prepare basic financial statements for the city for fiscal years 2025, 2026, and 2027, and declaring an emergency in order to commence such services as soon as possible.
Motion to adopt.
Second.
The first and second to adopt. Caroline, please call roll.
Mr. Lombardo?
Yes.
Mr. Hannon?
Yes.
Ms. Glenn?
Yes.
Mr. Mishniak?
Yes.
Ms. McDaniel?
Yes.
Ms. Wagner?
Yes.
Mr. Ring?
Yes. T7862 now becomes ordinance 2025-146. T7863, contract with REA for JED GAP. Caroline, please read by title.
An ordinance authorizing the mayor to enter into a contract without competitive bidding with REA and Associates, Inc. to prepare basic financial statements for the Shawersville JED for fiscal years 2025, 2026, 2027, and declaring an emergency in order to commence such services as soon as possible.
Motion to adopt.
Second.
First and second to adopt. Caroline, please call roll.
Ms. Glenn?
Yes.
Mr. Lombardo?
Yes.
Mr. Mishniak?
Yes.
Mr. Hannon?
Yes.
Ms. McDaniel?
Yes.
Ms. Wagner?
Yes.
Mr. Ring?
Yes. T7863 now becomes ordinance 2025-147. P7864, contract with JP Moeller for refund services, excise tax. Caroline, please read by title.
An ordinance authorizing the mayor to enter into an agreement without competitive bidding with JP Moeller LLC for refund services with respect to excise taxes and declaring an emergency in order to effectuate the contract.
Motion to adopt.
Second.
First and second to adopt. Caroline, please call roll.
Mr. Mishniak?
Yes.
Mr. Lombardo?
Yes.
Mr. Hannon?
Yes.
Ms. McDaniel?
Yes.
Ms. Wagner?
Yes.
Ms. Glenn?
Yes.
Mr. Ring?
Yes. T7864 now becomes ordinance 2025-148. P7865 authorizes multiple vehicles and equipment to go to auction. Caroline, please read by title.
An ordinance authorizing the mayor to dispose of no longer needed vehicles and equipment via public auction with Edinburgh Auction Sales, Inc., and declaring an emergency in order to expedite the disposal.
Motion to adopt.
Second.
The first and second to adopt. Caroline, please call roll.
Mr. Mishniak?
Yes.
Mr. Lombardo?
Yes.
Ms. McDaniel?
Yes.
Ms. Wagner?
Yes.
Ms. Glenn?
Yes.
Mr. Hannon?
Yes.
Mr. Ring?
Yes. T7865 now becomes ordinance 2025-149. T7866, pay yearly leak detection software fee. Caroline, please read by title.
An ordinance authorizing the mayor to enter into a contract without competitive bidding with Everett J. Prescott, Inc. for the purchase of a leak detector software program for the water meter system and declaring an emergency in order to continue use of the software program.
Motion to adopt.
Second.
First and second to adopt. Caroline, please call roll.
Ms. Glenn?
Yes.
Mr. Mishniak?
Yes.
Ms. Wagner?
Yes.
Mr. Lombardo?
Yes.
Mr. Hannan?
Yes.
Ms. McDaniel?
Yes.
Mr. Ring?
Yes. T7866 now becomes ordinance 2025-150. T7867, amend ordinance number 2025-40, asphalt paving vendors. Caroline, please read by title.
An ordinance amending ordinance number 2025-40, authorizing the mayor to enter into contracts without competitive bidding with various vendors for the purchase of asphalt paving products and incidental paving services necessary for the city's 2025 asphalt preservation program, and declaring an emergency in order to continue the program with additional listed vendors.
Move to adopt.
Second.
First and second to adopt. Caroline, please call roll.
Mr. Mishniak?
Yes.
Ms. Glenn?
Yes.
Mr. Lombardo?
Yes.
Mr. Hannan?
Yes.
Ms. McDaniel?
Yes.
Ms. Wagner?
Yes.
Mr. Ring?
Yes. T7867 now becomes ordinance 2025-151. T7868, amend ordinance number 2025-112, paint and repair engine 2614. Caroline, please read by title.
An ordinance amending ordinance number 2025-112, authorizing the mayor to enter into a contract without competitive bidding with the Fallsway Equipment Company for painting and repairing fire engine 2614 and declaring an emergency in order to conclude the work.
Motion to adopt.
Second.
First and second to adopt. Caroline, please call roll.
Mr. Mishniak?
Yes.
Mr. Lombardo?
Yes.
Ms. Glenn?
Yes.
Mr. Hannan?
Yes.
Ms. McDaniel?
Yes.
Ms. Wagner?
Yes.
Mr. Ring?
Yes. T7868 now becomes ordinance 2025-152. T7869, authorized contract for annual firefighter physicals. Caroline, please read by title.
An ordinance authorizing the mayor to enter into a contract with Unity Health Network to conduct annual medical examinations for firefighters for an amount not to exceed $22,000 and declaring an emergency so the firefighter medical examinations may be conducted as soon as possible.
Move to adopt the legislation.
Second.
First and second to adopt. Caroline, please call roll.
Mr. Mishniak?
Yes.
Mr. Lombardo?
Yes.
Mr. Hannan?
Yes.
Ms. McDaniel?
Yes.
Ms. Wagner?
Yes.
Ms. Glenn?
Yes.
Mr. Ring?
Yes. T7869 now becomes ordinance 2025-153. T7870, accept donation of holiday display. Caroline, please read by title.
An ordinance accepting the donation to the city of Streetsboro from Robert Miller and declaring an emergency to timely accept the donation.
Move to adopt.
Second.
First and second to adopt. Caroline, please call roll.
Mr. Mishniak?
Yes.
Mr. Lombardo?
Yes.
Ms. Glenn?
Yes.
Mr. Hannan?
Yes.
Ms. McDaniel?
Yes.
Ms. Wagner?
Yes.
Mr. Ring?
Yes. T7870 now becomes ordinance 2025-154. T7871, contract to upgrade electric at Public Square. Caroline, please read by title.
This is an ordinance authorizing the mayor to enter into a contract without competitive bidding with Shannon Electric for electrical work for the city square in an amount not to exceed $19,999 and declaring an emergency in order to expedite the work.
Motion to adopt the legislation.
Second.
First and second to adopt. Caroline, please call roll.
Mr. Mishniak?
Yes.
Mr. Lombardo?
Yes.
Ms. McDaniel?
Yes.
Ms. Wagner?
Yes.
Ms. Glenn?
Yes.
Mr. Hannan?
Yes.
Mr. Ring?
Yes. P7871 now becomes ordinance number 2025-155. P7872, authorized planner sign at new city hall. Caroline, please read by title.
An ordinance authorizing the mayor to enter into a contract without competitive bidding with Graphic Expressions Limited for the purchase of new city hall signage and declaring an emergency in order to timely order signage for the opening of the new city hall.
Motion to adopt.
Second.
First and second to adopt. Caroline, please call roll.
Mr. Mishniak?
Yes.
Mr. Lombardo?
Yes.
Ms. Wagner?
Yes.
Ms. Glenn?
Yes.
Mr. Hannan?
Yes.
Ms. McDaniel?
Yes.
Mr. Ring?
Yes. P7872 now becomes ordinance 2025-156. T7873, contract for TIF services. Caroline, please read by title.
An ordinance authorizing the mayor to enter into a contract for professional service with Kutak Rock to assist in establishing tax increment financing areas in the city of Streetsboro and declaring an emergency in order to ensure timely assistance.
Motion to adopt the legislation.
Second.
First and second to adopt. Caroline, please call roll.
Mr. Mishniak?
Yes.
Mr. Lombardo?
Yes.
Ms. Glenn?
Yes.
Mr. Hannon?
Yes.
Ms. McDaniel?
Yes.
Ms. Wagner? Yes. Mr. Ring?
Yes. P7873 now becomes ordinance 2025-157. All right, item 7, first reading, there are none. Item 8, second reading, there are none. Item 9.
I'll make a motion to send T7851 to continue it or to table it until the next regular council meeting. Is that right?
November 10th.
Is that too soon?
Mr. Grandinetti, what is your opinion?
Oh, turn his mic on.
Well, I think that should be fine. I don't see any issue with
We
it.
can bump it again if we have to, then, yeah. Yeah, I'll make that motion.
Second.
First and second to table T7851 to the November 10th regular council meeting. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Hearing none, that is tabled. Great, item 10, mayor's report. Mr. Mayor.
I do have something to say.
Oh my.
Just joking. Got communication from Ohio Turnpike today, and it was a crock of baloney. Okay, they're not gonna start on Page Road this year because of supply chain issues and everything. And in their thing, they said they were gonna start in March and be completed by June. And someone made a comment on social media that the buses and everything use Page Road quite extensively to get back and forth to the school. So I fired off an email to the Ohio Turnpike and said, can you delay it till June or late May so we won't have to reroute the buses? And, Page Road, for those of you that have kids on buses, they are used a lot, and it would make a huge thing. So I respectfully asked for to move it back for a delay. I mean, if they're going to delay us, we can ask to delay them because that would be huge. And
Because then they say they were going to close Page Road.
And yes, the thing is Page Road will be completely closed when they do this. And so when I hear something back from them, I'll let you guys know. I want to thank Josh and Mike Kelly. They were in charge of landscaping in front of the Flag Plaza. The landscapers, if you guys haven't been down there, they really did a nice job. They're putting the grass in, they're putting the bushes in, and everything else. And then we wanted to be able to change the front of Flag Plaza depending on the season. They planted some bulbs, and we're going to save the center section for the truly seasonal stuff. Don't ask me what kind of flowers, because I have no clue. That's up to those guys what they want to put in there, but that'll be the seasonal change. And then we did put some perennials. Is that what they are? We did put some perennials on the outside, and it's looking really good. We're waiting for the lights to be delivered to illuminate the poles, and then we'll go ahead and we'll put the flags up and everything, so it'll be ready. Inside the building, things are moving along swimmingly. We had a real issue with Enbridge, with them connecting up the gas to the building itself, and allegedly it's going to happen here within the next week or so. It's like a month behind where it should be, but like the electric company, they're an entity unto their own too, and they really don't care. So they're getting that done. We're doing some of the final inspections for the fire inspections, the plumbing and electrical, and once they get that in, then the ceiling tiles and stuff will go in. Matt Kaufman and his crew have been working on getting all the computer lines and everything. I asked them today how many feet we have in that place. 27,000 feet of wire is run through that. Over 5 miles. And because we went into the server room, and I look, and there's this thing about this big around, and it's just nothing but wires. And it's going to be in the server room. They're going to get that taken care of. They haven't started on the dais and everything for the in the council chambers. They're kind of using that as a central gathering place for stuff, but that'll be coming along pretty soon. We did get rid of the trailer, and they moved their office into the executive conference, in the executive session conference room. They things are going along. We are still on track to take possession of the building on January 9th. We want to have an open house for the residents on Saturday the 17th, and then we will physically move in the following weekend. We'll start Friday. They'll move all the stuff on Saturday. We will have the employees come in on Sunday to make sure everything's up and operating, and then we will be there bright and early Monday morning, and we'll be ready to function in the new house. So, and it is looking really cool inside. We're very, very happy. Billy did have something, but he didn't say it. Leaf pickup will start next week.
Yeah. He's hoping nothing's out on the street.
So leaf pickup will start next week. Brush pickup is all done. It's been done for a couple weeks, but leaf pickup will start. And we've had a real late season for the leaves to drop. I'm hoping that we at least get them before the snow starts to fly, but they will be out in force. And good job to Samantha and her crew for getting through the trunk or treat. 3,000 people they put through there. And considering the whole area was under construction, that was quite an accomplishment. Miracle Lane is a few days behind right now. Last week, with the abundance of rain that we had, where they had put down the base, it became mushy. And it was actually kind of a godsend to us because we saw where we needed more support. And but they were back at it today, and they'll probably be doing concrete within the next week and a half. And we'll get that all taken care of. So I think that's it. Thank you very much.
Thank you. A question for Matt, IT Matt. How many racks are in our server room?
Only one rack.
Oh, okay. We didn't need that. Okay.
No, because they're the whole thing is part of that wire.
In the rack? Okay. But we don't need a separate climate control for that.
There is.
Is there? Okay. All right. Okay. Cool. All right. President of Council comments. Yeah. I want to thank the Parks Department. I've heard from many people that while sometimes the wait was a little long at Trunk or Treat, the kids loved it. I guess plenty to keep entertained, food, so they didn't go hungry, and I heard it was a really nice event this year, so thank you to you and your crew. Aside from that,
one quick one.
Yeah.
Trick or Treat is Saturday.
Yeah.
November 1st from 5 to 7. And it was kind of fortuitous because Streetsboro made the playoffs.
Yeah.
And there were a ton of kids there at the game on Friday night, and I'm sure when it comes to playoff time, there's going to be a ton more people up there. And not having to choose between going to the game or going to trick or treat, I think is going to be good. And I have already looked at the forecast for rain on Friday was 70%. It gets down to 50% on Saturday. So keep your fingers crossed that nothing interferes. But I think putting it on the first was the right thing to do this year.
I've seen on the Twinsburg Talks page, there are, because they made the playoffs too, and theirs was on Friday.
Ooh.
And there's a ton of residents asking to move it, but that's not going to.
Why did you do it like Streetsboro did?
Yeah, and someone made that comment.
Oh.
Someone did make that comment, and there are a ton of residents on there upset. You know, there's some people going, you know, too bad, so sad, football, you know, and some people are saying, well, just move the football playoffs to Saturday then. So,
You're right.
So I'm glad that you made that decision, Mr. Mayor. It was the right thing to do for the community in whole. So I know some people are upset. I'm a traditionalist. I like to have it on Halloween, but sometimes you got to take the whole of the community into mind. So thank you for actually doing that. All right.
That's all I needed. Thank you.
Council member comments. Ms. Glenn?
No comments tonight.
Ms. Wagner?
I do want to say thank you for doing that when you sent that email out. I remember looking at it and thinking, this really shows how you support our youth and our athletes in case there was a football game and we're not in the situation of Twinsburg, because there's a lot of upset people over there, let me tell you. Plus, they have to have officers working trick or treat and officers working the game. Oh. We don't have that many to do that, so we would have been faced with that decision here. So when you put that out there, I thought this was a great decision, and it really showed how much you care for them. Yeah, it was very good. Twinsburg's not in that position, but yeah.
They play Nordonia in the playoff game, and
Twinsburg plays Nordonia
in the playoff game. They do, and
oh boy,
and Nordonia didn't do that either. So they're both,
same day.
Oh, yeah.
Oh wow.
When they played in the season, Nordonia, it was a lot too, because it was hard to get officers to work because you have two big rivals next door to each other. Yeah, so we're gonna have that with trick or treat, and everybody's got to work.
Mr. Michigan,
keep your fingers.
Everyone going to me? Okay. Okay. No, that's fine. Watch out for the deer. It is actually the rut. So the deer are breeding like super hard this next about 10 days. Matter of fact,
better word than that.
Yeah, that's. It's like I was trying to grab it back. I'm like. But yeah, it's a dangerous time for car drivers and motorcycle riders. I was riding tonight about 5:30 on Ravenna Road, and a big 8-point went out right in front of my front tire. And I mean, just came out of nowhere like a fur missile, right in front of me.
Would you drive through them or try to avoid them?
I didn't even have time. If I'd have been 2 seconds earlier, I'd have been dead. Yeah, I mean.
But would you drive through them?
I just drive at them. Yeah, straight at them.
Worst thing you can do is try to avoid him, because that's when you.
I reached for the brake, but by the time I reached for the brake, he went right in front of my tire and was passed. So I just got lucky. Wow. So be careful. More for them. I mean, if a car hits it, it's not likely you're going to get injured, but just for the deer, slow down a little bit. About the next 10 days. Hormonally, that's when the deer all get pregnant, and then it's over. So be careful. And then I want to wish all the fellow candidates that are running for the at-large seat, Mr. Hannon, Mr. Lampa, Mr. Yanish, and myself. Good luck to the three who get it. I think all the candidates each have their own unique characteristics that would serve the city well, and no matter who the three are that come out to fill those seats after the election, I think the city will be well served. It's good to see quality candidates still interested in serving and coming back, some of them coming back, and some newcomers. So good luck to those gentlemen, and remember to vote on the 4th or sooner. Early voting's open. I'm seeing a lot of people going down to the administration building and voting, so if you don't want to wait for the lines on Tuesday, get out a little bit early and drive down to Ravenna for lunch or something.
Vote early and often.
Yeah, if you can. For a certain candidate. Mr. Hannon. Next.
Well, thank you. I do have a couple things. Mayor, I know you came back and said something about the football game. I was going to mention that as well. And Jen kind of, you made a good point as well. Being a member of the athletic department, the mayor reached out pretty early, which kind of, we didn't even think about that, about it being on Halloween. And additionally, not Twinsburg, but I saw Kenston was having the same problem. They made the playoffs, and they were putting out that they were coming up with a plan. So thank you for, just having the, the knowledge of looking ahead and planning ahead, right? So we don't have to deal with that. I also wanted to say I drove through the City Hall parking lot today. The landscaping looks great, all the bushes and everything, so I'm excited about that. And then I did want to follow up and kind of echo your comments and just wish good luck to yourself, Mr. Lampa, Mr. Yanish, and I guess myself as well. So good luck. This is our last meeting before the election, so hopefully, you guys get out and vote and pick the best 3 candidates for the city. That's all I have. Thank you.
Ms. McDaniel.
I have nothing.
Mr. Lombardo.
I'm not sure I have much time left.
Ooh.
I hope you have time left. You're still a young man.
Well, I have to go 2 minutes because I bet Justin and we wouldn't get out till 8:49. So, good luck to the candidates for the upcoming election. I want to thank Lieutenant Polivka. I always get it wrong. He gave me a tour of the police station. First time I'd ever been there in that building.
They don't let firefighters in there anymore.
There's no place to sleep.
They had a security escort in there. They would give me dirty looks. Yeah, no recliners in that building. Just donuts. Yeah, so thank you for that. And Mr. Miller gave me a tour of the service garage, and that was very interesting. So thank you for giving me that tour. I'd never been over there before. So
Tony, can I add something?
You can, go ahead.
If you really want to take a tour, Mr. Miller gave me a tour of the water tower one time. I think it was the coolest thing. I always had the impression that water towers had water in them. I was kind of shocked. So, but it's really cool. I think if you haven't toured water,
Wait, what's in it?
nothing.
You have us all suspended.
Water tower. The water is up above.
Yeah, it just goes up in a pipe. I was like, I always expected a bunch of water to be in. Like it.
There was at one time. Remember, Billy?
Cool.
Yeah, so thank you to Mr. Miller. Very interesting to see how they are working in that building. So that's all I'll say for now. That's all I have.
All right. Now I will take 2 minutes, so he goes over his time. All right. Announcements. Happy Halloween. Trick or treat is Saturday, November 1st, 2025 from 5 to 7 p.m. Daylight savings time ends Sunday, November 2nd, 2025 at 2 a.m. Election day is Tuesday, November 4th, 2025. Polls are open from 6:30 a.m. to 7:30 p.m. Good luck to everybody running. I know it's running campaign can be tough. E-waste recycling day is Saturday, November 8th from 9 to 12. Where's that at, Mayor?
I don't know.
Here, right?
555
Yeah.
Broad Street.
555.
Did we announce that? Have we put anything out lately for that? And that's open to the public, right? Yeah, have them put it out, because that's this weekend. We'll share it.
This next weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah. Matt can't wait to get his hands on those hard drives, apparently. All right. There will be a safety committee, a service committee, and a special finance committee, and a regular council meeting on Monday, November 10th, 2025, starting at 7 p.m. in council chambers.
I expect a birthday cake that night. That's the Marine Corps birthday, 250 years, baby.
Oh, yeah, it is a tune.
I know. He did it perfect.
December 5th.
8:15.
Motion what?
To adjourn.
Second.
First and second to adjourn, all in favor?
Aye.
You're adjourned. I'll be able to solve all this. Yeah.
Like these.
Give me what you need.